Hey guys, welcome back to Chillin'
and Chismeando.
I'm Yaya.
And I'm Bee. Are you sure it's not Mia Mia? And Chismeando.
I'm Yaya.
Yaya and Bee, and we're back. Episode 3.
Do we want to explain why we have the same clothes on?
Y'all wearing the same thing from last episode?
We nasty.
You little nasty. You know what? We don't need to explain ourselves.
Yeah, don't judge us.
Right.
Here we go. Last episode. We're just going to go with it.
Yeah.
Find out in last episode, okay?
Right.
You guys don't do an opening? Like,
what do you mean?
What intro? Oh, like, what's the update?
I'm not going to tell you how to do your show, but...
It sounds like you are.
I mean, you interrupted us for a reason.
I'm just suggesting it, but... The fans have come to expect, a certain standard of this show.
Oh,
What? Yeah. Man, look at hell no.
I do have a little bit of cheese. It's not really crazy, but I really thought it was funny. So, my car broke down.
Oh.
And Giselle has been giving me a ride. And normally at work, I show up like 5-10 minutes late. Because I'm not an early person. I have to be at work at 5 in the morning. So I leave here like around 4:30. That's why I get there like at 4:10. It's like a 30-minute drive. So when I hit up Giselle, I was kind of a little nervous to hit her up because I'm like, she's on point. Like, this girl is a morning person. She's on time. Like, yeah. So I'm like, well, I need a ride. She works with me. Different buildings, but we work in the same company. I text her. I'm like, hey, I need a ride. My car broke down. She's like, I got you, but you better be on point. Porque si no te voy a dejar. Bye, bitch. I'm like, sounds reasonable. She's an irresponsible adult.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I got you, baby girl. Neta, I am that bad that I literally, the day before, I will put on what I'm going to wear the next day. Because that's how bad I am. Like, I'm not that morning person.
Oh, my God.
More like a 7, 8 kind of girl.
Yeah.
Anyway, so you hear the alarm go off and I get out of bed and I'm already ready. I get out, brush my teeth. There had to be times where I had to shower because I was just so tired. So I hurry my ass out of the house because I already know her. Like, she will leave me. She's bumping her car like it's a club. And I'm like, girl, it is 4 o'clock in the morning. Why are we too excited? She's like, I don't know. I'm just an early person, but it's okay. We're going to stop by, get coffee. And so we go and we get her like her coffee. I get myself a Celsius.
Oh, Celsius.
Refresher?
Celsius, yeah.
Yeah.
We're not sponsored.
Right. So I get myself one of those energy drinks and we get to her car and she's like, do you get yourself coffee? I was like, girl, I can barely get myself to work to stop to get coffee. So as we go.
You're over here.
Yeah. So, we're having a good time 30 minutes in the morning and then 30 minutes at coming back home. So, we start talking, and so I started picking up some notes about my homegirl, and I noticed that she has road rage, and I've also noticed is that she does not like when other cars pass her, especially like if it's a muscle car. Like, she drives a Honda Civic, and if like a Mustang is passing by or like a Dodge Charger Challenger is passing by, she wants to be like, I don't know, in her mind it switches to like, I'm a racer now. Like, I'm like,
I can't with her.
And I get in the car and we're going down the hill, like we're going through the mountains, right? And as we're going, there's a Dodge Charger behind us, and it's trying to like in front of us. And she I don't know, she has like this look like she's focusing on that car. She's like, oh hell no, and she starts stepping on the gas pedal, and I'm just like, okay, whatever. Now she's hauling ass, and we're going through these mountains, and my hand ends up like grabbing the thing because it feels like the car's about to flip over. This is where I start to panic. The part where she's driving, right? She has 2 hands on the wheel.
And she's little.
Yeah, she's little. For those who don't know, she's like 5'11". 4'11". I'm sorry. No, 4'11". She's 4'11". Tiny thing. She's cute. So, she's on like this. This is where I start to panic. When she lets go of this hand, it goes like this. Like, she's hanging on. I'm like, wait 1 second. Why are you hanging on? So, right there made me think, like, Giselle doesn't even know if we're going to make it alive.
So, to the death.
Yeah, like, she really wants to make it clear, like, this car's not passing us. And I'm just, like, panicking. I'm doing a small prayer. I'm like, God, please be with us. And so, finally, when we get all calm, I'm telling Giselle, I was like, babe. She's like, what's up? I'm like, what was that? And she's like, what? Start cracking up because I was like, you didn't even know if we were going to make it. Like, you didn't even care. Bitch, you have control of the brake pedal. Like, why would you even...
Why are you holding on? You're like, my feet, they just have a mind of their own.
Yeah. If you're hauling ass and you don't even know if you can control the car, just let them go. Let them go. Let them be. And she's cracking up. I'll probably post a clip because I did record it.
There is a Dodge Charger behind us, and this car was speeding. Like, what is the rush? Like, what? Why are you going so fast? She's holding on for dear life as she's driving, and I'm like, Giselle doesn't even know if we're gonna make it. She truly said, Lord, take the wheel. All because she didn't want to let this car pass.
I'm cracking up. We're like, she's crying. I'm crying, like dying of laughter.
Mm-hmm. So he never went in front of her?
No, because she didn't allow him. But regardless, when we got to a stop, that car went that way. We went forward. It's like, what was the point, Giselle?
Exactly.
What was the point? And
Saul
she starts
died.
like she was cracking up like, what was the point?
All to get over there. We're not even going over there.
You know
like,
what's funny? Because
what?
Saul does the same thing. Not like that. Not like nobody can be in front of me. But if he sees, he's an asshole to the assholes.
He road rage too.
No, well, he said he doesn't believe in road rage.
Oh no, he's the definition of road rage.
Exactly.
I'm gonna tell you.
But no. He's the reason why he doesn't say he's not in road rage is because he doesn't do the whole tit for tat. He's more like, park your car and we're gonna fight it out. Like, I can tell when I'm in the passenger side. I already know his mañas. Like, he'll be driving and we're talking and we're having a conversation. We're laughing. If I see him do this, like as he's driving, he's like looking into the window, like I'm like, and I already can spot the car that he's already
become
thinking.
a different person.
Yeah, I'm like, I go, I'm a baby. I'm a baby, and I want babies on board. Babies on board. Like, do not, like, if you want to do that shit by yourself, that's fine. But it's because like he knows how to control a car. I trust him in that.
Yeah, he's a good driver.
But I don't trust other people.
Yeah,
and so I also don't trust my car if we're driving my car. Like my tires are like smooth. No thread. So when I brake, it's all the brake pad all the way to the front. And so anyways,
her foot's out of the car. That's how bad it is. Like, what?
I'll be talking to him about something serious and it's just a click and he's just like, I could already tell. Like, he's looking at the mirrors. I know his face. I'm like, oh my God. I'm all,
here we go.
I already spot who he's trying to race or who he's fucking with. It's because he doesn't like, if it was Giselle, he would be like that with Giselle. He would, like, if you're going to be an asshole to me, I'm going to be an asshole back.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I'm a calm driver. And I think in my 20s, I was a little
me too,
fast and the furious, but I'm going to get there when I get there.
Oh, I love California because in Texas, there's cops every corner. So you have to go to speed limit. If you go, like, if you can go 5 above, but that's the max. Anything more, they're pulling you over. And I got tickets, like 2-page tickets. Anyways, yeah, I was a little bit wild, but here I'm wilder.
No, I agree, Saul. I don't care what he says. He has road rage too. Never brake check Saul because he is a type where he will hit your car.
He plays chicken.
Yeah. He's like, oh, motherfucker, let's see.
Yeah.
Let's
and I'm
see.
like, I'm all, huh? Yeah. And I told him, would you be driving like this if we had a baby? He's like, no. Bitch, why are you driving with me like this? I'm a baby.
So I remember one time when Saul moved an hour away from here and it was close to Ontario because when I used to go to school over there. I would stay with Saul.
Moreno Valley.
Yes. It was like 20-minute drive away from the school that I was going to. Anyways, I remember Saul was like, just follow me. And I'm like, okay. So I follow him, and he's over here like cutting people, and they're cutting him, and I'm just like la la la. And he's getting mad. And, mind you, he doesn't tell me this until we get out. But yeah, people are cutting me, and you know, I'm just kind of like, okay, well, it's whatever. So when I finally get to his place, he's like, why are you letting people cutting you? I was like, what are you talking about? He's all like, yeah, you gotta be they're assholes out here. Like, you gotta get in there. Don't allow them to let you knock you out. I was like, bro, it's not that serious. Like, we all got
the whole time that you're describing that. I'm like,
it's calm down. Like, who are you trying to fight? Who are you trying to race? Like, we're all getting to a destination. It's not that serious. What is going on?
No, he just can't get over it, and he just has to one up. And then, like, there's been several times where he's just messed up my day. I'm like,
oh, really?
Yes, because I'm like, I go, oh my God, is it that serious? Like, I'm like, just let it go. Yeah. I go, I forgot why I don't hang out with you no more. Like, that's, I remember I said that one time. I'm like, that's why I don't go places with you no more. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'll meet you there. I'll Uber there. Like, it's so, and I'm like,
sometimes I'm really feisty when it comes to driving. Yeah. He does not care. And you know what? Just know, guys, if you see Saul driving, don't play.
What the fuck is this piece of shit?
Don't even sneeze in his direction. He'll be like, oh, really? Ha, ha. You know? So.
Good luck, Juan.
Just so.
So yeah, that was my chisme, the whole driving with Giselle. It was chaotic.
Hi, Giselle. Did you make it to work on time?
We start at 5. She had me there at 4:35. Yeah, 4:45. I'm pretty sure my own job was like, she okay? Like, yeah, you usually show up late. So,
did you sleep in your car?
No, I literally like, all right, girl, thanks for the ride. I got out. I sat in the chair for like 20 minutes just chilling. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, this is what people do.
Just don't play.
That piece that you get, the piece of being there early.
Yeah, I'm not rushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel? 'Cause I don't know. I used to be late to my job all the time too. Always. Yeah, me too. 5 or 10 minutes.
Yeah. Oh no, my job's like, you can't be showing up late. But then I've noticed that my job, I feel like they're not a team effort. They like to snitch on people.
Oh wow.
Yeah. But then again, this is my first time working with women.
Oh wow.
Like older women. They're all older women. Me and Giselle are the youngest. Mm-hmm. So Giselle ended up putting trash somewhere that she's not supposed to. And instead of like the older lady coming to tell Giselle like, hey, you shouldn't do this, that lady took a picture of it and sent it to the manager, and the manager talked to her and like, you can't be doing that. And then Giselle's like, why? I was like, what the heck? Why didn't she just come and tell you like, hey, you know what, next time just don't do that? She went straight to the boss. So then Giselle, being Giselle, confronts people. She goes up and tells the manager, why did she bother you? Why couldn't she just tell me in person? And second of all, she trained me. So if anything, don't come and...
You're just calling yourself out by like, oh,
right,
I trained her, but look what she's doing.
Right. And it's like, and so I think she got talked to because they used to like talk a lot. And now she doesn't talk to her because I think Giselle was like, well, if you're going to make me look dumb, let me make you look more stupid. Yeah. I'm starting to feel like women are a little bit more scandalous, which, why? Working with just men and working with women are more scandalous in my opinion, and men are more chismosos.
Yeah.
So I thought that was pretty funny. Like, fun fact. So that was my chisme.
Yeah, no, same here. I used to work at a restaurant and... So you agree? Yeah, they're just. I think they just think you're gonna take their job.
But it's like,
sis, your job is safe, sis.
Yeah, like I used to have this saying where I used to tell my baby daddy all the time, treat me good, I'll give you the world. Treat me like garbage, I'm gonna show you how it's done.
Yeah.
So
I have a little bit of chisme. Okay. Now, I have a dream that I want to pretend that all of my chisme that I say. These are true stories, by the way, that I'll be sharing, but I'll just say they're callers. So that's guys, fine. Appease me, play with me. So caller 1 told me her chisme.
Tune in, caller 1. Caller 1. Okay,
but I just want to get your guys' opinion. You guys can mention in the comments, and kind of it's a situation between a girl and she's kind of dating, or she's married to an athlete, and a real athlete, and MLB baseball player.
Okay.
Right. That's the league, right? MLB, or I don't know. Right?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Sound guy, please chime in. And he's not like super high, like, you know, Padres or, you know, like that. But he used to play for like the Astros, so Texas.
Okay.
And he is going through like cuts right now because, you know, as you get older in the baseball realm, they want the younger, fresher guys or whatever. So he's going through a job transition. Anyways, so caller number 1 was telling me that she has her husband, but there is no intimacy there. There's no, like, she wants to be with him and she loves him, but he doesn't treat her with respect. He, you know, financially abuses her. What I mean by that is like, oh, I'm going to cut you off if you don't do what I ask you, because he's the breadwinner.
Oh, that's horrible. Okay.
Then she has a son with him, and she's with him, whatever. Beautiful girl. Beautiful, like model, IG model.
Okay.
And so, but she has a son with him, and she wants to make it work, but he's just the way he is. She can't be with someone like that. He constantly makes her feel bad, threatens divorce, says if you don't, constantly like, oh, by the end of this month, be prepared to be served. They just have a tumultuous, you know, relationship, because I think the people are in his ear. Like his friends, his colleagues are saying, "Oh, girls are gold diggers." Like, you know, she just wants your money. But I mean, dude, you married her and you had a baby with her, and you have her as a housewife. Like, don't be doing that to her. Anyways, well, she is, after 5 years of dealing with that, she finally was like, you know what, I'm done having to worry about if he's gonna give me money or not. So she started working on herself. She started working, getting a job.
She was still with him though?
She's still with him, but he's out now. He used
kind of like long distance kind of thing now?
It's long distance now. So he is from team to team because he's a free agent right now, I guess. That's what their term is. So they dropped him from his other team, and she's kind of worried, like, oh, when something bad goes wrong, he gets mad at her. And it's her fault.
So if the anger on her, like a punching bag. Okay.
Yes, exactly. So she's tired of that mind fuck, like basically like saying like, I don't know, I have to, if things are going right for him, then that's when he treats me great and he says I'm his princesa, I'm this, I'm that. If things are going bad, I'm to blame, I waste too much money, I spend too much money, I'm gonna cut you off, you don't love me, all that back and forth stuff. So after 5 years of that, she's like, you know what, girl, I'm done. I don't want to divorce him. I want him to divorce me. If he wants to divorce me, then he can pay for the divorce, blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So then she gets invited she's in the club scene now because she found work for herself.
Okay.
She's tired of him. And he's not there. He's not living there. So he knows that she's working, but not to what extent. So she works at the clubs in San Diego, downtown San Diego. And she's like a bottle girl or something like that. She gets tips.
Which they get paid pretty well.
Yeah, they get paid pretty well. Especially if you're a pretty girl. Yeah. You're out there. And she has a nice body and everything. And she met a guy who is nice to her. Another guy.
Okay.
But not a regular guy. I guess he's like a producer for a famous, like, and this is all true, girl. I mean, well, according to the caller, right? Okay. And so she's like, I started dating him and seeing him, but he's not as available as I want him to because he's always busy. He's out. He's a producer.
He's making money moves.
And yes. And so, like, so we chat here and there, but I still want to be with my baby daddy. I don't know what I want to do. Like, I still want to be with my husband, but he doesn't. He's so mean to me. Like, her wish is to be with him.
Okay.
And stay with him and work things out. But
she got a little bit of treatment of how this guy treats her really nice.
Yeah.
And now she's like in between what to do.
Okay. Exactly. So what would you do? What do you think?
Okay.
Like,
so there's a lot of red flags.
He's unavailable a lot. Like, he's busy. He's out in Europe. And he texts her
husband?
No. Well, they both are, I guess. They're both out of town.
Okay.
So one's in Europe and one's in, like, Texas, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to start off by saying this. And I remember this church woman told me this, and I always keep this in mind. If there's no peace in the relationship, it's a sign from God telling you it's not meant to be.
Ooh, so, I'm going to tell her that.
So that's kind of something that I try to put my mindset at, where peace, you know. Now, if she is between back and forth, because do you know how long she was with her husband for?
5 years.
5 years. Okay.
Or 7 years, I would say.
I really want to make this clear for my men. Physically, you guys want to be loved. Emotionally, we need to be loved.
Yep.
We are two different people, okay? The whole compliments, the loving part, being, how do I say this PG? Not to just...
Not get you in bed.
Yeah, not to just be in your bed.
Yeah.
No, a lot of touching, a lot of like, hey, you have pretty eyes, compliments, love, like a gift here and there. Small things like that click to us emotionally because we sit there, we're overthinkers. So for me personally as a woman, I'm like, oh, he didn't have to do that, but he did.
Right.
You know, so...
But it's also being kind. Being kind and being just nurturing, because I know we're all human and things get like bad things happen to us, or you know, we get bad news or things don't go right. You want to take it out on the next person that you see.
Which he shouldn't.
Yeah.
He shouldn't. Obviously, that's not okay because your woman I'm pretty sure it sounds to me like she could be your piece.
Yeah. Yeah.
But you're not allowing that. And it's true. I feel like the people that you kick it with, your coworkers, your homies at the ball game or whatever, they have a really bad influence on what you end up doing or not. Because realistically, if you're an athlete, it is so hard to have a normal, like, lovey-dovey marriage kind of relationship when you have all these men that are not ready to settle down. You know, like, hey, let's go to the clubs. Let's go do this. No, your girl's a whore. You don't know what she's up to. Like... And it sucks because you rely on men around you than your own girl that had your kid.
I know.
That doesn't make sense to me.
And it just sucks because it's like she's the one taking care of the stuff at home and making sure that putting her life on pause.
Right.
She's not building a career. You know?
I feel like I give really good advice. I don't take my own advice, which I should, this year, guys, this year. But I just think that she needs to give him space if he starts to miss you. Because men, they process things a little bit differently than we do. Yeah. You know, we're emotionally wired. So we're like, oh my gosh, we go through emotions. Men are just kind of like, it's whatever. It doesn't hit them until later, until they realize like, damn, she was a good woman. Damn, she did this, she did that. You know, so I feel like you need to give homeboy space and you need to work on yourself.
Yeah.
About the whole producer, I don't think it's best to find your man. Now, don't come for me, y'all. Everybody's different, but you're not going to find Prince Charming at a club.
Yeah.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, it's one of those stories where it could happen, but it's a small percentage. Most likely these men are out there just trying to get effed.
Yeah.
And if he sounds like a great guy, well, they're all great guys in the beginning of the stage.
Yeah.
So I think that you need to just back off. Do you. It sounds like you are doing you. You got yourself together. You got your job together. And leave men out of the equation. Yeah.
Fix you.
Yeah. And then hopefully, if he loves you the way he does love you, then he's going to come and be like, damn, like, what happened? Oh, I thought she really needed me. Because sometimes men have a power trip where financially, when they're set, she needs me more than I need her. And then when they realize that we can do it ourselves, it's like, what the hell happened? You know? So, I think that she should just mind her business and just let him do him and a ver.
And then also too on the side, any money that he gives her, just save it.
Yeah, no,
don't pay the bills. No, I'm just kidding.
I think, I think so. It breaks my heart because I don't appreciate men who use that against women. Like,
I know that's financial abuse. That's what I told her. I was like, that's not right. Like, if you had to pause your career, or you don't have a career because you had to pause your life, and then he has over here like, well, I'm gonna divorce you soon, so go, figure that out and be ready.
And it's like,
that's what
you have a child. You know, my dad. A lot of people think that my dad, and I hate this word, mandilon. They think my dad is that. But it's like, my dad, I can tell you, my dad has never raised his hand on my mom. Ever.
And that's my dad. Too.
Yeah.
Yup. Your parents remind me of my parents, by the way, just so you know.
That's why I wanted to see your parents.
They're going to meet.
Yeah, we're all going to get together in Kumbaya.
Yeah.
But, no, that's important because, and I asked my dad one time, I don't know if he remembers this, but I remember asking him, my grandpa, that my mom's side, wanted my dad to, like, he came up and told my dad, like, hey, if she gets out of line, smack her here and there. Yeah, like, full permission. But my dad said, no, because I saw my own mom get beat. So why am I going to do that to my wife? You know?
I love your dad.
Yeah, so it's kind of like those things. I don't care what nobody says. my dad treats my mom like with respect. And if you think that's coward, or if you think that he's not man enough, like go check your own home, because there's families that I know that they beat their girls, they beat their wives, or they're in toxic relationships. And I can honestly say my parents, seeing their relationship has a lot of peace, and they work together as a team.
They're besties.
Yeah, of course they're gonna bicker and fight. It happens. It's a marriage, but at the end of the day, like, they have each other's back, and I appreciate that, and that's the love I want.
Yeah. My parents are exactly the same way. Like, till this day, my dad will be like, I'm gonna go here. He's always like, okay, I'm getting ready. Like, they're just besties. Yes, they do argue. It's so funny when they argue. It's funny now. They're like little kids. They're like, no, you're not. I'm like,
you see mom and dad
like,
did it. It's funny because my mom and dad will come back super late, and I'm like, ya llegaron. Qué bonito, ya son las 3 de la mañana y todavía.
They become like kids.
Yeah. Oh, for sure.
My mom said that she drove from here to wherever, and I'm like, what do you do? Why do you have my dad out here in these streets so late at night? I go, you better go home right now. I'm checking. Oh, I started crying. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh, you need to stop.
Like, that baby has a curfew.
Is your parents like this? Because I talk to a lot of people who their parents are just like machistas. Like, hey, men go to work, women cook and clean. I want to know if your parents are like this. My dad, if there's dishes, my dad will get up and wash the dish.
That's my dad.
It doesn't bother him. He's like, oh, it is what it is. Now, if he's tired, he's tired. He won't. But I have seen him cook, and I have seen him clean.
Yeah.
And I wonder, I'm like, why? You know, and he's like, she's my wife. She's not my maid. Like, we're a team. And even my mom wasn't in her 20s or 30s. She never like always cooked. She would cook when she had time. Yeah. But she was she was working too. So when she stopped, like right now, she cooks and she cleans for my dad. And I've never really seen my mom do that, because I think that I had that mentality. Well, if I don't have to do that, why? Like,
exactly.
You know,
that's my parents.
Oh, really?
My dad is the provider and the cook. My mom's just the queen of the house.
But he treats her.
He cleans. When my mom needs to clean, he helps. They both cook. He cooks more, and he pays more of the bills. And my mom works too, contributes to the bills. Don't get me wrong, but she's the big spender. And my dad's like, like, you know.
Yeah. That's how my dad like. Why isn't this paid yet? Like, that's my dad. Like, why isn't this paid? And da da da. But it just made me realize, like, man, like, my parents just they're really.
They're partners.
Yeah, partners.
It's not wife like is in the kitchen and the husband's outside. Now, I'm not partners for the yard basket, for the outside chores. That's a man's job.
I was just curious, because I have experienced people where it's like, nah, like, my mom's in the kitchen, best believe, like, she's making food, and I'm like, okay, well, you grew up like that. We didn't. Like, my dad and my mom are partners. That's their, and it's crazy too, because people don't realize what's inside our home. Everything is closed doors in every freaking family group. But it's like, my dad, I've never seen him embarrass my mom. Like, my mom, she can get out of hand sometimes, or she's yelling at people, or she's not yelling. Well, back in the day, she would be like, da-da-da-da-da, right? And, you know, I think some people would look at my dad like, check your wife or check your woman, right? But my dad's never been like, come here. Like, no, behind closed doors is when I used to see my dad, like, te pasaste, like, relax.
Yeah.
You know, tranquila, it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Da-da-da.
That's my dad too. That's what I'm saying. Your parents remind me of my parents so much. It's so crazy. That's why I'm like,
it's a pizza.
Yeah, it's like, I feel like, yeah. So it's so perfect. It's so crazy, and I'm training Saul to be like that.
Like, you have to.
He made me dinner. He made me steak, mashed potatoes, macaroni. He washed dishes.
He does it. Why? Out of love, I would assume.
Because I'm hungry.
Yeah, that's what my baby daddy used to do. Like, he would get into the kitchen, he would cook, and I was like, oh, you didn't have to. He's like, I do it because I love you. And I'm like, oh, that's sweet of you.
Well, so I actually did it because I wasn't going to cook. And then no one was going to eat.
Well, I'm going to starve if nobody moves.
He's like, I guess I'll go get some food. I'm like, I guess you should.
Right. With that.
But anyways.
So I just wanted to see. But I'll see. For her advice, that's what I would do. Leave it alone. Just move forward.
I'll tell her. Thank you, caller. Thank you for calling in.
Next.
So, Dun, dun, dun.
A ver.
Last episode, I get a chance to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
And, you know, there's just a mix of questions that I was wondering. I had a dream about you, and I just want to know and the answers to these.
I'm on her mind.
Some of the questions is pertaining to like the podcast.
Okay.
So, or not, but some are personal. So,
I bet.
what is the last time you mentioned that you were cringing
Yeah.
looking past? What was the cringiest thing you said on one of the episodes?
The
If you
cringiest
can remember.
thing I said on the episodes, I personally feel cringe when I talk about my personal life. Like, I cringe. I'm like, bitch, relax. Like, you really are having a therapy session up here. Like, but mind you, my personality wasn't like, again, I don't know if you guys noticed, I'm just been in a better mood that, yeah, I sit there and I'm like, damn,
She's damaged?
Yeah, like, I need a hug.
Who hurt her?
But I just feel like some of those episodes I could have knocked out of the park, but because I wasn't really mentally there, that's where I cringe, because that's
Yeah.
not me. That's not my personality. Like, that's why I'm saying season 3, check it out. So, yeah.
Okay.
Did you have a cringe moment or no?
Yes. So
She's like, all the time.
No,
When
for
we press
real.
play.
Some of the things I say, I'm like, oh my god, bitch, calm the fuck down. Like, I'll be like cussing or making a joke. I'm like, what?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
you know, I'm like, that wasn't me. That was shots at. I
Yeah.
think it was in the beginning. Then I started to
Oh,
censor myself. Like, now I'm okay.
First episode was cringe because I'm like, okay, this is upped up. But the first episode, I'm looking down like if I'm blind. Like, hey guys, welcome to Chilling and Chismeando.
Us in our Halloween, which was fun idea. Was a fun idea. But I'm like, we're over here like you're a cheetah mask, and I'm over here the other Los Muertos. I think, right?
Yeah. I'm just like awkward. Yeah, that was a super cringe.
The other cringe is the intro for me when I'm like,
¿Cuál intro? ¿Cuál
the first intro when I
The
were-
season 1? That
not the intro. It was something else, but I was like this. I just aged myself, millennial, with the raising of the hands. But okay.
You guys are gonna see we're millennial babies with all our editing skills.
Well, you know what? Honestly, millennial for sure. What I've learned now that fucking Gen Z or what is it, Gen X or whatever.
Gen Z. Yeah.
They're saying that you could tell by your ankle socks.
Oh, I know.
I'm dead.
I know. They wear their socks up to here. I was like, bitch, my mama was wearing those socks. What do you mean?
They're like
Like,
if
my
you wear
grandma
ankle
was
socks,
wearing those socks. You ain't shit. Like,
they're pretty cool. You're gonna see me with the long socks. That apparently that you're millennial. You're aging yourself if you have ankle socks.
I have ankle socks. Can you guys see? I don't care.
Another thing that I'm hearing is that if you have white toes, that's so millennial. Like, cause I do that. I'm like,
I had white toes. I just changed my nail colors. Why? Who's saying these things? Who's
the
they?
internet. The internet.
Oh, them squares. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The youngsters are telling us that.
You know what? I want to do an episode with all my nephews because I think it's funny just to bring like random items from the 90s, like, and for them to guess what.
We should definitely do that.
I think that would be hilarious for us to watch and be like,
one of the big things we should do is like the phone, the rotary or the
Yeah.
dial phone.
yeah, we should just bring all kinds of
Rolodex.
random stuff. I think I'm going to go to like the Segunda and just buy all these random stuff. Because you've ever seen those videos where they're like, take a picture and we're like this. And they're like, I'm like, what's that? I'm like,
Or when they pick up the phone, you're like,
yeah,
they're like
hey.
this.
And I'm like, oh, yeah, we're two different breeds.
Yeah,
So-
and they're gonna be like, "What's that remote?" I'm like, "That's a Nokia phone." the cell phone.
so,
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
Next
Next
question.
question. How would you honestly
Okay.
rate our podcast?
One
a-
and
One out
and
of 10.
2. Well, season 1 and season 2, definitely a 4.
Okay.
Season 3, it's gonna be 8 and 9. Yeah, I'm that. Yeah, I'm telling you, that's not me. Yep, cute. And I feel bad because I feel like you got the downfall of me. Oh, baby girl, buckle up. Here we go. Just like, calm down. I was
It's
like,
because like season 2, you were like 2.0, yeah.
I'm at a point where I'm finally coming back to my normal self.
Yeah,
and
we
I
see.
feel like better. 2.0 Yaya, right? So
That's her word for the year.
yeah, season 1, baby.
Oh, was season 1?
Yeah. See, I didn't even believe it.
I know.
Okay.
If you can go back on a certain decision, it could be personal life, anything, career, or anything, what would it be this year?
Oh, only this year?
Well, no, you know what? In general. Let's say in general.
If I could pick If I could change
a decision that changed whatever, what would it be?
If I could change a decision, I think I'm gonna do multiple things. So my personal life, I think I would have focused more on the marriage, because I let certain things get out of control. I let my anger get out of control and hatred, and I could have prevented some of the things. And if I could go back, I would try to work on that, because we were a great team, and for the sake of our son, for him not to grow into a broken home. As a mother, I don't want my child to not see mom and dad in one roof. Pero things happen for a reason, and I'm here, and I'm just leaving it at God's hands. The second thing, work. I would have quit my job as a mechanic sooner, because I realized I've always had this mindset of being masculine, and why? Like, I'm not. I'm a female. Like, you know, I feel like I could have started this a long time ago. I'm very talented. And when I mean talent, I mean not singing or anything, but like being creative. My mom is creative, and you've seen the things that she does.
I love her. Yeah.
Yeah. And so I feel like I got a piece of my mom that I can like do. And I haven't really showed you guys yet, but I'm ready to show my creativity. So yeah, I would have quit my job. I don't regret working as a mechanic, but there were times where I felt like God was telling me, let go, and I was just stubborn. I didn't want to let go.
It's like what you said with peace. When it starts to become unpeaceful, it's just him telling you, you know.
Yeah, it's done. That's it. And it also showed me like, I don't know. I feel like we're in a society, again, pop culture, where there's a time and place where a woman can be independent, but how do I say this without hurting anybody's feelings? I shouldn't, because I came from that life. Like, there is no badass way from a girl to become a mechanic. I feel like that's one of the most heaviest jobs there is. And I didn't even pick like the simple part of a mechanic. I was taking out engines. I was taking engines apart. Yeah. And that, to me, like, I felt like I was top shit, which great for me, because that's a skill set that I can take with me. And
I mean, I saw a TikTok the other day where you were like doing I was like, this bitch is cool.
Yeah, it's funny because Lily tells me this all the time. She's like, oh, she's a mechanic, and in my head, I'm like, I'm not anymore. She's like, Yaya, you can't take that skill level away. It does not matter if you don't work on cars anymore. Exactly. That's something that's always going to be with you.
Just like with me, no matter what, I'm a badass bitch ever. No matter what, no one can take that title away from me. Okay?
Look at that. She's got a degree in everything.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, I just think that we need to, as women, we need to be careful on trying to control our household of like, I'm the one that's doing this. I'm the masculine one. It's like, why? Let these men go to work. Let them provide. Let them take care of you. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, just don't. I don't know. I have a whole different mindset than I did many years ago.
You know, I was the same thing too. I was like, I mean, not mechanic thing, but like more Miss Independent. I make my own money. I don't need a guy. Blah blah blah. Yeah. I'm at the age where, I mean, I want to be kept. Yeah, I want to be a housewife, or not a housewife, but I want someone to like take care of me and like provide for me and pay and give me an allowance and pay for me and give me money. Like, I would love that. You know what I mean? And like, that's
funny that we're saying this, because we were talking about our parents. I want what our parents have.
Exactly.
Like, let's be a team.
Partnership.
Yeah. You know? And I've heard this too. Somebody asked like, marriage is 50-50. No, there are going to be days where it's 20.
Exactly.
What,
People
20,
don't realize that. Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
so bad at math.
Yeah, you know. It's like, where's the rest of 15%? Right.
Math was not my best subject. History, though.
History. Oh, my God. But no, yeah, 80-20. It could be 30-70. Yeah, I'm good at that.
She's good. That's why we're together.
I catch you when you fall. It's a partnership.
No, for sure. For sure. You guys laugh, but she's like the husband. You want to be the husband or wife here on this group?
The wife, girl. I made you dinner.
Right. I'll be the masculine.
You're the mechanic.
Yeah. So my wife over here, she handles the parts that I'm like, So back to topic. So yeah, my personal life, I would change that. My work life, that's what I would change. I don't think anything else I would change. But honestly, regardless, I'm glad it happened, because it made me realize I lost a lot of friend groups, but it's okay. Yeah. I gained tear. So I just feel like things happen for a reason.
Yep. So, I have this is a personal question.
Oh.
Would you ever get married again?
That's a hard one for me because first of all, I'm not even divorced yet.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So I can't get married yet.
Right.
But I would get married again. Everybody, so it's funny because I worked with a bunch of male dudes and that's not their thing. They do not want to get married.
Really?
And I tell my men all the time, like when I used to work there, marriage is such a beautiful thing. When you find the right person that is like truly your soulmate, you don't want to be around your homies. I mean, yeah, here and there you'll go and hang out, but you're at home, you're cracking up. Like, I want that again. Like, I think that if you get my sense of humor, it's great.
Yeah.
And yeah, of course I want to get married. I want to, if God allows it and if it's approval by him, I'll do the whole wedding thing again. Why not? Have two parties. Why not?
I love that.
So the next dude,
watch out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna trap you.
And it's crazy. It's funny because again, the next dude, I think it sucks because I feel like baby daddy really got the aggressive part of me, the masculine. Mm-hmm. This second dude, whoever it is, he's gonna get the more feminine.
You're in your soft era now.
Yeah, because I'm just like mindset is soft mom. Like that's it.
Just chill. Yeah, relax.
So,
just don't fucking piss me off. Last question. Would you or do you have a desire to have any more kids?
Yeah, I think I want one more. Yeah. Maybe two. We're pushing it, but maybe two. I feel like at first I didn't because Angel is just he requires a lot of attention. Mm-hmm. And I just feel like no, I do want a big family. Mm-hmm. You know, one is not enough. I think because I see how my baby daddy, he was a single child. He's a little bit more selfish. When you have siblings, you're obligated to share. In my opinion, when my friends were dipping left and right, I relied on my brothers. Like my oldest one really came in and was just like, "What do you need?" You know, like. It's crazy how your siblings can be your best friend. Yeah. And it sucked because I had the mindset of like, what are my brothers going to do for me? I wish at one point I had sisters because I used to see all the girls my friends that had sisters, they would go off and they would go drink, they would go shopping. You know, when you have siblings and that are male, it's like, I have to be one of the boys because it's not like, what are they going to do? They're going to go with me shop.
Play Barbies.
Yeah. They hate shopping. They hate like, you know, so... No, yeah, I feel like my son needs a best friend. Oh. So, yeah.
Well, that's what they say. Partners come and go. Unfortunately, your parents, pass away. Yeah. But at the end of the day, who you have is your siblings. They're the ones that are going to grow with you.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure that there's more people that have your back out in this world.
Yeah, you know? I think that's true to an extent. I feel like siblings are your best friends I don't think so much in high school, but like in your 20s, your 30s, your 40s. Yes. I think while you hit 40s, I feel like you should be best friends with your partner, 40s, 50s, 60s, because that's who, they're doing their own families.
But if they divorce you, who do you have?
Well, I feel like that has two answers. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because one, what if they're not? What if your sibling's dead? You know what I mean?
No.
But no, I feel like if you have your soulmate, your partner, you shouldn't be looking for your sibling. Now, if your partner dies, and like for example, for me, if my partner dies, guess what? I'm gonna go live with my brothers. Like, hey, we're all gonna die in the same house. Like,
wow.
But I really,
what if he's married?
I want my sister-in-laws. Like, I really want a good relationship with my sister-in-laws and my future one when he decides to have his girl. My brother, my oldest brother, I love my sister. I love her
too. Right? Oh my god,
she is the best.
I love her.
She cracks me up, and like, I can genuinely say like I love I don't even call her sister-in-law. I just call her sis. Yo, sister, what are we doing? Like, you know,
she is so funny. Like, you can see her, like I love her smile.
Yeah.
I love her. I can picture her in my face right now. She's like,
yeah. She's just a great person. She's there to listen, and I feel like that's why God didn't give me sisters, because He genuinely like, this is who your sister's gonna be. Boom. Oh, and I just love her so much. Yeah.
Vic, you better pick a good one.
Hey, no pressure, but step it up, my boy.
Don't get no bitch.
And it's funny because the last time he brought a girl here, my sister was like trying to like had some questions for her, and I was like, ain't I supposed to like? No, I got it, sis. sit down. I got it. Don't worry. And I'm just cracking
Your brother.
up. My brother's wife was the one ready to ask her questions. And the minute she comes in, like, she's a little shy, obviously. She didn't really say much. She leaves. And then she's like, I couldn't ask her. Something about it. She ain't the one, but we'll have time. We'll
Girl,
see.
would you take the blue pill or the red pill, bitch?
She wasn't ready for us.
It was a whole interrogation.
Yeah,
I know, right?
Yeah, it was so funny when she left.
The light,
Yeah. So, what are your intentions? Like, she's just so funny. Like, behind closed doors, once you get her to talk and all that, she's just, she wasn't ready for us. Next. So,
It's all good.
yeah.
Well, that's all my questions.
I have one question for you.
Oh, one.
Well, no, two, actually.
First of all, look at the little baby. Oh my god.
He is out. What is your biggest pet peeve? Two answers. Pet peeve on the show, and then pet peeve in general in life. Like,
Okay, so pet peeve in general. I hate liars.
oh my gosh,
I'm
she said
sorry.
that with the passion.
I
I'm
can
like,
sense when someone is lying. Like,
do you like stare down? Like, how
I'm
do you
just
know?
like-
Can I like get a check on how like their
I don't
eyes
know.
are twitching?
Yeah,
and
like they'll just look to the side, or it's like elaborate story, or it's like, and sometimes you don't have to lie to me. It's just like, or lie about a certain situation that happened, or I find out a second part. It's like, oh, this is what happened, and then someone else says, no, this is what really happened. I'm like, you know what I mean? It is like I trust is so big for me. Like, I have to trust you, and I don't trust many people. You know what I mean? So I just hate just lying. I just think that that's so close. Like, that lying to me is like, you're insulting my intelligence. Like, you don't, like, you know what I mean? Like, there's no point for I mean, if I'm not, if, we're not intimate together, there's no reason for you to lie to me. You know what I mean?
that's
like,
true. Why are you lying to me?
Yeah, like, don't lie, and I mean, people have their reasons for lying. It is what it is. Like, I don't care, but it's like, then I don't trust you, and I can't trust you.
You know what? I can honestly say, because I was in a I think 2 years ago, I was in a point where I was lying so much that I started to believe my own lies.
Yeah.
And I had to like cut that, because I was like, my family raised me to be a real motherfucker, and I'm going to be real.
Exactly.
So, and it's funny because I had someone like kind of be like, hey, I feel like you're coming back. And I was like, yeah, let me tell you how ugly your shoes are real quick. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm dead.
But no, I feel like that's very important.
Yeah.
So when you start lying, it really grows on you. It's like a little disease.
And the thing about lying is that you have to remember your lies. And you don't remember your lies, you're fucked. You're screwed. And then like you ruin trust with relationships. Like people, you ruin trust. You know,
sure.
So then you can't grow. And then there's a second pet peeve in general is like people who are just like they take themselves too seriously. Like, chill out. Like, you're not like people should just have a great time, have a good time. Like, I know bad days happen. Don't get me wrong. Like, sometimes if I'm pissed, I'm pissed. Like, I'm mad. Like, don't talk to me. But like, every day shouldn't be like you're upset about something. You know what I mean? You should just have like, just be fun.
I appreciate that. I don't know if it's a millennial thing or not, but when I worked at the dealership, all these guys are a little bit younger. You either have two groups, the older men or the younger. And I've noticed, like, I come from a background where my family is so funny. We, I guess we'll get into a different episode about this, but I come to a realization that if they're funny, it's because their upbringing is not so great. But with my family, we're roasting each other 24/7.
Yeah.
Like, it's so funny.
Yeah.
But when I bring it to work, they're more sensitive.
They take it too seriously.
Yeah, and I'm just kind of like, damn, y'all, like, don't get the joke. Like, and then I got to sit there. I'm just joking. Like, it's not that serious. Yeah, I just noticed, like, the boys at work would get a little sensitive. Not like where they would be like, they would just say, like, oh, you're mean and this and that. I'm like, oh, we're just different breeds. Never mind. Back to your pet peeve. Is that it?
Yeah. Liars and
okay. So my pet peeve, believe it or not, is people who don't say hello.
Oh.
Like, when they come in and
I know.
They
like,
don't-
who are you? Are you the Queen of England? Like, you know what I mean? Like, who are you?
I don't like that. Like,
Yeah,
where are your
you're right.
mannerisms? Did your mom and dad not teach you manners? Like,
Some people weren't raised with manners, I guess.
I guess not.
Or they just have like an attitude.
Bums.
Yeah, they have a stick up their ass, you know.
The next question I had for you, B, this is probably the last question, is What?
I'm sorry.
My last question for you. If we were at a bar, you and me, kicking it, and some girls wanted to start a fight, what would you do?
Fight?
Oh, you would fight.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if they're well, I mean, if they start like swinging at me, you know, like I'm gonna defend myself, and I'm
obviously, yeah. But if they're coming over here like pushing, they haven't swung yet, but they're pushing.
Oh, they're pushing. If you're touching me, yeah,
period.
we're gonna fight.
Okay.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. No, I just want to make sure because if we were together, I'm like thinking, how would I handle that? I don't know. I'd probably do like a crazy look, like I don't know. I would probably.
So you want to fuck with crazy?
Yeah, like pull my hair out and everything. Because I would think like if somebody's crazy, you're not gonna want to fight them.
I mean, look. If things are getting tense before it starts to pushing, then yeah. I mean, we'll try to get out of there. But if the pushing already, like you're on my what Saul says, you want my attention? Okay,
you
my
got
attention.
You got it. Yeah.
I love that.
I agree. I think that if they're just talking shit, I feel like we're gonna remove ourselves. Yeah. Like there's no point.
Yeah, I'd rather not fight.
But if let's say we are walking away and a girl like grabs your like shoulder, and I'm like,
she better be bigger than me.
Now
she better be bigger than me.
I'm just like, here I go, take off the earrings because I already know shit's gonna go down, and like, all right.
I can throw Saul like a little kitty.
Oh my god!
No, I'm just kidding. I'm like, I can handle a little girl.
Okay, we're on the same page, everybody.
What the hell? You have a kid. You're too old for this.
Well, no. I mean, like she said, we're gonna de-escalate, right? Like if
we are going to try.
Yeah.
Boom. All because of a height. All right, guys. We just finished up those questions from the first episode 2. But that's pretty much it for today. Tuning in on Chillin'
and Chismeando.
I'm Yaya.
And I'm Bee.
See ya.
Thanks for watching.
Shit. You guys have me crammed in this closet.
Us?
He came out of the closet right now.
Come out the closet, baby.
Hey. Hey.